Fog rolled low across the abandoned industrial district like it had something to hide, and honestly, it did. Every night, right around 11:57 p.m., two ancient rival factions arrived at the exact same derelict warehouse to hunt. And every night, it went terribly wrong. Vlad adjusted his cape with aristocratic irritation. "I am telling you, this is our hunting ground. We claimed it in 1743. From across the room, a zombie's arm fell off with a wet plop. "Was empty when we got here," groaned Gary, the zombie, who was technically the most articulate of his group due to still having most of his jaw. Vlad pinched the bridge of his nose. "You've been dead for, what, 3 weeks?" Gary blinked one eye. The other stayed pointed at the ceiling. "Time is a social construct." Behind Vlad, another vampire whispered, "He's not wrong." "Not helping, Lucian." Despite their disagreements, they had come to an uneasy truce. The arrangement was simple. Vampires got first bite, zombies got everything else. It wasn't glamorous, but it worked. At least, it used to. "All right," Vlad announced, clapping his hands. "Focus. We've lost 3 thralls this week." Gary raised a finger. It detached mid-gesture and hit the floor. 4. Dave wandered off and never came back. Dave always wandered off. "Yeah, but he usually wanders back." There was a thoughtful silence. "Let's review," said Vlad, pacing dramatically. "Victims arrive. We prepare. Lights flicker. Strange noise. Then, poof, gone. No blood. No bodies. No brains eaten." Gary shuddered. "That last one is deeply unsettling." A zombie in the back whispered, "What if it's a vegan?" The entire room gasped. Just then, the lights flickered. Everyone froze. A distant clang echoed through the warehouse. Vlad whispered, "Positions." Zombies shuffled into what they believed was a tactical formation but was mostly just bumping into each other. One got stuck in a doorway and politely apologized to it. Another clang. "Closer now." Then, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a man, wearing khakis and a reflective vest, holding a clipboard. He squinted at them. "Right. I've been meaning to talk to you lot." Vlad blinked. "Excuse me." The man flipped a page. "Yes, so, this building is scheduled for demolition, and technically none of you have filed occupancy permits." Gary leaned over to another zombie. Is he food?" "I don't think so. He looks organized." The man continued, utterly unfazed. "Also, there have been multiple complaints about noise, loitering, and," he checked his notes, "excessive ominous chanting." "That was a warm-up exercise," Vlad snapped. "Amham." Lucian leaned toward Vlad. "Is this the opponent?" Vlad whispered back, "I don't know, but he's terrifying." Gary shuffled forward bravely. "You, take Dave." The man sighed. "Look, if Dave was the one in the traffic cone, yes. He's been relocated." "Relocated?" Gary echoed. "Yes. To a facility." The zombies gasped. The vampires gasped louder. "What kind of facility?" Vlad demanded. The man flipped another page. "Storage." Silence fell. Heavy, existential silence. Vlad slowly turned to Gary. "We have been outplayed." Gary nodded solemnly. "By bureaucracy." The man checked his watch. "Right then. You've got until Friday to vacate or I start issuing fines." "Fines?" Vlad whispered. "We don't even have currency," Lucian whimpered. Gary held up a half-rotted wallet. "I got coupons." The man walked away into the fog. The vampires and zombies stood together in stunned unity. After a long pause, Vlad sighed. "Same time tomorrow." Gary nodded. "Yeah. But maybe, different warehouse." From the darkness, a distant voice echoed. "Also, no parking in the loading zone." Vlad groaned. "Truly," he said, "we face a monster beyond comprehension."